Pacquiao puts out a tweet. People are thinking, is he serious? But Manny Pacquiao never plays around. He's not a troll like that. You know, if he tweets something out like that, it means it's official. He ain't here to talk. No talks, no nothing. Just boom, it's official, and that's it. Hey, Amilcar, talk to us.
Sure.
What do you make of Pac versus Spence being announced? What's your opinion about this fight?
Well, it's funny because I've been doing lives with Kenny for a little over a year now. Kenny T, shout out to my homie from the Heights, Washington Heights. And he used to always say, oh, I want to see Pacquiao against Crawford. Oh, I want to see Pacquiao against Spence. And I'd be like, hold up, man. What do you want to get Pacquiao killed for? Pacquiao's done everything he needs to do in the sport of boxing. He's already one of the all-time greats. He's got nothing to prove. He's taken on bigger guys his whole career. Only need to be thinking about guys like Shea Mosley, Margarito, Cotto. Haddon was bigger than him. De La Hoya obviously was bigger than him. What he doesn't need to do this. And it's funny because Keith one-time Thurman is the one who had me thinking, you know what? Maybe Pacquiao can take on these younger lions because he showed up for the Keith Thurman fight and he showed out at the Keith Thurman fight. And he proved that this 40-plus-year-old from the Philippines still has a lot left in the tank, which is amazing because I believe he's got over 70 fights in his career. A lot of tread on those tires. And he's still going strong, which is incredible. Now, interesting timing because everybody here knows that Pac-Man is also a senator in the Philippines, his home country. He actually went back to school, got a university degree while boxing, while being a senator. And it's no secret that he wants to become president of the Philippines. And this is the greatest springboard of all to be able to make that jump to presidential politics. Because guess what? You go out beating Errol Spence, that's a great way to start your campaign. You go out putting a competitive fight up against Errol Spence, that's also a great way to kickstart your campaign. So a year ago, I would have been like, this is a terrible matchup. But now, call me crazy, but I'm actually pretty interested in it.
Beeb, how you feeling about the fight, brother? How do you feel about the fight?
Well, I got to tell you, I got egg on my face about this one because I made a statement about maybe a month ago. And I've been saying this even before then. I said, Manny Pacquiao will never, ever go near Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, and appears he's going near Errol Spence. This is an outstanding move by Manny Pacquiao. This guy, what he's doing right now, one guy has his legacy set, but he continues to want to build on it. And you have Mayweather, who seems to be chipping away at his legacy with all these other fights that he's going through. So you got one guy who really still cares about his legacy, even though it's set. And you got another guy who seems to be wanting to diminish his legacy. So a lot of people are saying, you know, will this put him close to the top or ahead of Mayweather and close to the top if he were to beat Spence? Well, definitely, you know, he'll be in the argument for sure. We'll see what happens here. You know, Errol Spence, when he fought Mikey Garcia, he kind of coasted in that fight. He didn't do as, you know, he didn't have the same type of performance that we expected. So I'm just thinking how he's going to approach this fight, if he's going to have that same type of approach, because if he lays back even a second on Manny Pacquiao, he could get surprised.
Yeah, absolutely. He should be favored. And, you know, the thing that's interesting about this fight, though, is obviously there's the car accident. Obviously, there's the fact that Errol Spence has not really looked as dominant and as, you know, indestructible as he did in the past. And look, Garcia went 12 rounds with him, right?
I'm saying, yeah.
You know, he didn't get low. Actually, both Garcias went 12 rounds with him. I was about to say,
but I do want to say this though. There is, you know, some people that are not excited for this fight. You know, I mean, there's some people saying, "Hey, I mean, Pacquiao's old, you know," and the one thing that you didn't mention, Amilcar, because you did say if he wins, if he puts up a great fight, what if he gets either dominated or clearly beat or knocked out and stopped? in that scenario, I still think Pacquiao comes out on top, and I'll explain to people why.
Agree.
Because at that point, you will martyr Pacquiao. That's what you would do.
Exactly.
Okay? That's the type of sympathy people had for, like, when Marciano beat Joe Louis. You know, people felt bad for Joe Louis, but it martyred him a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, even Ali, when he lost to, against Larry Holmes, still, like, Pacquiao literally has nothing to lose and everything